My seatmate on the 14-hour flight refused to shower. The airline's response changed everything. The smell hit me before I even saw him row 42 seat, my assigned spot for the 14-hour flight from San Francisco to Sydney. The man in seat B looked ordinary enough, mid-40s, baseball cap, faded t-shirt, but the odor surrounding him was extraordinary in the worst possible way. As I hesitated in the aisle, flight attendant Kira caught my expression and gave me a small, apologetic smile. "Everything okay?" she asked, knowing full well it wasn't. "I am fine," I lied, sliding into my seat and immediately turning the air vent to maximum. It didn't help. The smell was a combination of unwashed bodies, sour clothes, and something else I couldn't identify but never wanted to encounter again. When I travel for work, I am not pachy crying babies. I have noise-canceling headphones, middle seat. I'll survive. But 14 hours trapped beside someone whose personal hygiene had clearly been abandoned weeks ago. That was beyond my tolerance level. I discreetly approached Kyra near the galley. "I hate to be that person," I whispered, "but is there any chance I could switch seats? The gentleman next to me has a severe body odor issue. Let me check if we have space," she replied, tapping her tablet. Her expression told me everything. "I am so sorry, we're completely full. Not even a middle seat in the back." Back at my seat, my seatmate was opening a bag of chips, oblivious to my distress. I contemplated my options. 14 hours of breathing through my mouth or finding some diplomatic way to address the situation. I chose diplomacy. "Excuse me," I said quietly. "I hope this isn't offensive, but here's a strong odor, and since we'll be sitting together for 14 hours, yeah, people always complain." He cut me off, not making eye contact. "I don't use deodorant, chemical sensitivity, doctor's orders. I understand medical conditions," I replied, "but this seems beyond that." He turned to face me fully for the first time, his expression hardening. "Look, I paid for this seat just like you did. The flight's full, deal with it." After takeoff, I tried everything, cologne samples from my bag, requesting extra beverage service to stay hydrated, even wrapping a scarf around my face, pretending I was cold. 3 hours in, I was getting lightheaded. The woman across the aisle noticed and passed me a handwritten note. "Same thing happened to me last year. Ask for the senior flight attendant, mention passenger comfort protocol." When the senior flight attendant, Marcus, appeared, I repeated those exact words. His eyes widened slightly. "I'll be right back," he said 10 minutes later. Marcus returned with the purser and the co-pilot. They spoke quietly to my seatmate, who began protesting loudly. "This is discrimination. I have rights," he shouted as passengers turned to stare. The co-pilot leaned in. "Sir, our passenger comfort protocol allows us to require basic hygiene standards on long-haul flights. We've had multiple complaints. We have a private lavatory in first class with amenity kits available. If you choose not to use them, we'll have to document this as a refusal to comply with crew instructions." My seatmate glared at me before storming off toward the front of the plane. When he returned 40 minutes later, his hair was damp and he smelled faintly of airline soap, not perfect but breathable. He didn't speak to me for the remainder of the flight. Upon landing, I received an email from the airline. "We apologize for your experience. While we respect all passengers, we also enforce certain standards for everyone's comfort on long-haul flights. Please accept 25,000 miles and a voucher for your next journey." I was stunned. The note continued. "Our passenger comfort protocol was actually created last year after similar situations. Your feedback helps us improve." The woman who had passed me the note waved as she deplaned. "That protocol saved my sanity on a flight to Tokyo," she said. "Pass it on to the next person who needs it. Sometimes the solution to our problems already exists. We just need someone who's been there before to tell us the right words to say, and sometimes those words can make even the longest journey bearable again."